Hey there. You probably clicked on this video because you want to have fun again playing video games. Am I right? Cool. First, think about this. Why does every video game feel like there's money on the line now? Even when there isn't. You can load into a casual match, no rank, no rewards, no audience, and somehow it still feels like you're being watched. Like, if you play bad, it's not funny. It's embarrassing. That feeling didn't come from nowhere, because games didn't always feel like this. First, think about how broken games used to be, and how normal that felt. In GTA 5, you'd clip a curb wrong, your car would flip 3 times, and suddenly you'd have a 5-star wanted level for existing. In Black Ops 2, there were all sorts of different glitches that people abused and used, and it was a ton of fun. Those moments didn't ruin the game, they were the game. You didn't feel robbed, you didn't feel embarrassed, you just laughed and kept playing. The thing is, all of those moments had something in common. They weren't efficient, they weren't optimal, and nobody cared. Failure didn't mean you were bad. It meant something unexpected happened. And that's where the shift starts. Because the more games that pushed us towards performance, the less room there was for accidents. There was one game that thrived on that looseness. A game with no right way to play, no fixed objective, and no punishment for being inefficient. And for a lot of us, that game was Minecraft. Not because it was simple, but because it didn't ask anything of you. When you loaded into a Minecraft world back then, you weren't thinking about progression. You didn't know the best Y level, you didn't know optimal farms, you didn't even know what half of the items did. You punched a tree because someone else did. You wandered into a cave, panicked, died, and lost everything. And somehow that was still fun. Because curiosity was the loop. You weren't chasing an outcome, you were discovering the rules as you went. And that's why things like Herobrine felt so real. Not because Mojang confirmed it, but because the game left room for mystery. Foggy worlds, unexplained structures, weird shapes at render distance. The game didn't rush to explain itself. And when mystery disappears, so does wonder. Now, compare that to games you play today. You log on and immediately think, what's the meta? What should I be doing? How do I not fall behind? Even in games that aren't competitive. Quietly, play stopped being about freedom and started being about efficiency. Not because games got worse, but because expectations got heavier. Remember dying in Halo 2 PvP against your friend because he 360 no-scoped you with a sniper across the map? Or missing a shortcut in Mario Kart and flying straight off the track? These moments were never tilting, they were the highlight. Failure didn't mean wasted time, it meant a story that you would remember. Fun didn't disappear, it just stopped being the goal. The moment progress became the goal, fun became conditional. And the good news? You can undo that. Here's how you can start having fun again on video games. Number 1, you could run a This Doesn't Count session. Pick a game and decide this session doesn't matter. Don't warm up, don't track stats, don't care about winning. Intentionally use a bad loadout, try a weird strategy, try playing a character you've never played before, and play like nobody's watching. You're not sabotaging yourself, you're teaching your brain that losing isn't dangerous. Number 2, start something new and refuse to optimize it. For instance, if you have Minecraft, start a brand new world. No seed, no YouTube guides, no best start videos. Let yourself get lost. Let things go wrong. Mystery is half of the fun that you've been missing. Also, this doesn't have to be Minecraft. That was an example. You can apply this to any game you haven't played in a while, or maybe you have been thinking about playing. Maybe you got a game a while ago and haven't started it yet. Jump in, play it. Don't look things up, try to work your way through. Number 3, shrink your setup for one night. For one session while you're playing, close Discord, mute the notifications on your phone. If you stream, maybe don't record, maybe turn off your other monitors. Just you and the game. Because when the world gets smaller around you, the game gets louder. Number 4, chase moments and not results. After you play, don't ask yourself, did I win? Ask, did anything funny, weird, or unexpected happen? If yes, that session was a success. That's how games used to be measured. Number 5, play with somebody that's bad at the game that you're playing, or maybe just bad at video games in general. I'm not kidding. Playing with somebody that's worse than you and maybe doesn't care as much about the game can reintroduce fun into the game that you're playing. It's blissful ignorance. They don't know how to play the game as competitive as you, so inherently you're going to have a lot more fun playing with that person. And finally, number 6, stop when it feels complete. The second that you have a thought like, yeah, that was good, stop playing. Don't grind past the fun trying to justify the time. Fun fades when you overstay. Video games didn't lose their magic. We just buried it under pressure. You don't need nostalgia to bring it back. You don't need a new game. You don't need to be 8 again. You just need to let games be pointless sometimes. Because the moment play stops needing to prove something, it starts to feel like play again.